Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Welcome, sir. On the behalf of Dynamic Law Association, I welcome all of you on today's webinar. And my name is Mahnoor Mir, and I am host of today's session. It's a pleasure to have all of you here. Today, we are honored to have Dr. Milan Gyanwali as a business management and strategy teacher at De Montfort University, who bring years of valuable industry experience with his deep insight into strategies, decision making, and fairness in leadership. So, without any further delays, please join me in welcoming Dr. Milan Gyanwali to share his insights on the art of time management.
Yep.
You can start, sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know whether it will allow me. June. Oh, okay. I think it looks like I need to go back and come again. Yep, thank you. So it looks like it's working now. I'll share my screen. Share. Okay. Okay. Can you see my screen now? So it looks like this there. Sorry, I can you hear me again?
Yes, sir, you can start.
So let's start. Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity again. This is the third time I'm working with URAS and having really feel honored to have this platform to talk and share my ideas. Today's topic is about the art of time management. This is the something very well understood, but also misunderstood topic. We say time management. Is it about actually, do we manage the time, or we don't manage time? We manage a task. This is really fundamental question we have throughout the history, how we actually do it. So this is the area we are entering into today, and we at the end we hope we'll have something about whether we need to manage time or we need to manage tasks, we need to manage ourselves to achieve what we want to achieve. This is something we will end at the end. This picture I took in Germany when I was in Switzerland last in July. Then actually from the distance, a picture you can see is looks like there is image. When you go and look at very close, there are multiple layers of the glasses. The broken glass is put in such order, so we can see this is like an image. This is like the drawing of some person or people. That actually is not the drawing. It is broken glasses layered one on top other one, and we easily get confused whether this is a real image or this is broken glasses. So this is something to reflect later, but now I want to talk about briefly what we'll do. About today, we'll talk about the managing time. We'll understand the meaning and definition of the time. Then we'll go to managing task, whether it is managing task or not, then how will the that tally our task with the time and with the organization, the family. Those are the areas we will look at. Then third area we'll be looking at is about the prioritizing time over task or task over time. Then but the start will be knowing each other, brief introduction, what you do, and what are the priorities in your life, something I want to share, I want to talk to you. And this one is more of the writing, reflecting kind of activity. So I want to all have the pen and paper, and also there will be some Mentimeter links. So I want you have that the device which has got the menti.com. So if you don't have the pen and paper, please make ready, and we'll start now. So please let me know if I've got the pen and paper. If not, can you grab it within half a minute, or it will take some time. If it takes some time, will not use the pen and paper, but mostly you will be using device in your computer or laptop or maybe any mobile device. Otherwise, I recommend you to have a pen and paper. When you are ready, just let me know.
Okay, sir, you can continue.
Okay, thank you. So let's start then. So my name is Milan Gyanwali. I am, as you already introduced, subject lead in for business management in De Montfort University in the UK, and I teach mainly for business management strategy, business strategies. And my research area is about particularly small and medium enterprises, how they grow in difficult times, and also how different approaches or strategies they can use to success and grow. This is something I do. In here, I'm originally from Nepal, and I came here in 2004. Came here in 2003 to travel. For 2004, I came and stayed here. Did PhD in business management, SMEs, particularly SMEs area, small and medium enterprises. If you don't mind, can you please share briefly? I've got 22 of you. Can you please briefly share what you do, your name and what you do, and what you want to achieve in this session here without taking too long? Anybody can start, please.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. My name is Laiba, and I am a student of clinical psychology.
Okay.
So currently, I am working in hospital, and I am struggling with time management because I am doing 22 internships. So that's biggest problem that I am facing today.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a good point to understand about it. Yeah. Oh, next, please. No, I cannot see in the list. So if you go to the list and look at it, just one. Oh, okay. I don't know where you can see the list of you. Can you please, next one? We have a. Yeah, Sana, please.
Hi, sir. I'm Sana Vishi, and I'm a psychologist and neurolinguistic programming coach. Basically, right now, I am learning how to prioritize my tasks because I'm taking sessions online and working at home. So, I want to learn specifically how can I prioritize my tasks in a better way.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah.
So much.
Next. Because I don't see you. Yeah, Bisma.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Bisma Khan and I am a law student. Basically, I need to attend this session as I am attending to universities and I need to manage time with the other tasks like taking sessions and participating in the other activities.
Yeah. Thank you. More. Harris, would you like to start? So, I mean, do you want to? Only 3 of you have given. Can you please? I don't see your name in. I am in the office, but I couldn't connect that in the office computer, so I have got only one screen, so I don't see you while I'm presenting full screen here. That is, if I can, okay.
Hello, sir. My name is Mahnoor, and I am doing Bachelor's of Mechatronics Engineering. But I face time management issue while studying the theory and doing my projects simultaneously.
Okay. Multiple. Yeah. More, please. Abdul, would you like to do when you just joined? Amina? Dr. Zahira here. Okay, looks like either is the message not gone clearly. I wanted to have some of the thoughts. I have got 4 of you share your ideas. That makes sense to me. But also, we have got 22, including me. We have 22 of us. But if you want to share anything, please let me know at any point. But I'll start the conversation from here now. Probably it's taking longer than I was thinking. Okay. Right. So the first thing, this is listen to the sound and think about the conversation of 2 people. There's something is what is this? One person asks, the another person answer is, oh, that's your life is already gone. So it's just the sound is a whoosh sound is already gone. Then ask, oh, it is so quick. Can I have another one? The fundamental answer here is no. Got only one at a time. So you have got only one life. So you have to manage well. If you don't manage it well, then it will go very quickly without realizing time goes. Now the question is, who are you and why are you here? That's the question. Then, oh, did you realize you need to manage the time? From 4 of you to share the conversations to like, yes, you have got different professions, you are a student, you want to do multiple tasks, so you are here to understand about the managing time. And particularly, when Sana mentioned about the managing tasks, that's really fundamental to understand how we perceive the time in task. So managing time is quite difficult and challenging to understand these. So time management, I was in Scotland, took this picture. The picture in the distance looks like is amazing and nice. When you go to closer, things may not look as we think. But how I want to translate that is we see some things beautiful in the horizon, but we think, oh, can I go to the horizon? Can I see the same beautiful things? Probably not, because we have got different routes, different difficulties going there, and our own experience could be different. That I want to link to us about one day means, so everyone, this is for everyone. One day means that's got 24 hours, and we have got 60 minutes in each hour, and 1,450 minutes we have got. And that if we turn into the seconds, that will be 86,400 seconds every 24 hours in every day, and microseconds a lot. But within using the same time, what happens is some they become very big politician, and they become very big business people. Some they become teachers, some they become leaders, and some they become bureaucrats, and some they even cannot achieve anything in the listed here. Why is this difference? The fundamental question here is why using the same hours, some they become, we think is top people, and some they could not achieve whatever we think they should have achieved, could have achieved. This question comes why everyone has got different achievement in their life. This is the area we need to, when we start expanding it, unpacking it, we have got so many things they come. So before that, I was thinking to use the Mentimeter. I actually use the Mentimeter. Let's see what you understand. Let's go with this question you share. So that comes to the meaning of time management. What do we mean by time management? I've got a link here. Have you got mobile device? Using your device, any mobile device, can you please scan the QR code, please? Can you use the QR code? Because I cannot see these chats here. Oh, okay. Right. Sorry, the reason I know now is because you were muted and you could not talk. That's why you, okay, got your point. I thought some reason it was something not working. That's the right. Can you do this QR code here? Yeah.
Yes, sir. After that, we need to write a code. Do we need to write this 683888775?
If you use this QR code, you don't need this. If you are not using it, then you need to.
Okay.
But okay, so the question is here. I have got the question for you. What do you understand by the term time management? Now, answer, you do not have to write so long, but only looks like only 6 of you did. So what I do now is, if I can remove it somewhere. No, I cannot. So I go back here. So it's 68 menti.com. Anybody who couldn't do it, type menti.com and 68388775 is the code. So anybody who have got the answer, please start answering. Only 6 of you managed to log in. So menti.com and the code number you had. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It looks like we have got. Yeah. Some more thoughts, please. Right, right, okay, right. I'll wait for a few seconds and move to.
Sir, how are you?
I'm fine, I'm in a meeting now. Just speak to later.
Samson is here, Mr. Samson.
I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. So it looks like I'm doing the multitasking now. So many people in touch, and they doing the multitasking. So this is a result I prefer not giving attention to here. So 5 of you answered the question, 6 of you. it looks like you have got good understanding of time management. So the one reads about time management is something you can do your tasks in given time, and it's the best manner. It's a really good one. But the best manner is probably within your capacity. The way you manage all your chores and do everything on time. Manage meaning you know how to prioritize and multitasks you are engaged with. Okay. Then is to manage all the tasks and goals in a specific time period. Okay. Yeah. You actually you answered all the questions I was thinking to discuss. Probably you don't need to continue this discussion because you mentioned all the point that I was expecting to cover in this session. So seems like you have a very good understanding of what is time management. So looking at the dictionary, I have taken two meanings from the dictionary. The dictionary meaning says, in Oxford Cambridge Dictionary says, the practice of using the time that you have available in a useful and effective way, especially in your work. So Cambridge Dictionary more about the biased towards the work. About it's not about home, it's not about personal life, it is about time you have available in your work. So the office work, or maybe work you do, or maybe is a paid, unpaid, it doesn't say anything, but it's in the sense of work it says. In the Oxford Dictionary, the fact or process of using one's time more effectively or productively. So two dictionaries, Cambridge and Oxford dictionaries too, they have a slightly different. One is more in general. Oxford is more general and tells about using one's time more effectively and productively. That is quite two words is not really very clear what exactly means by effectively and productively. They are not clear, but that definition is more of the individual way. However, Cambridge Dictionary, it says more about work. Your effective way, you use effective way, but at your work, not about the personal life. This understanding is quite interesting in the sense of we are being effective, efficient, and productive. So that means we need to be more productive. We do all the things being productive, efficient, and effective. If we have got more effective, all the work we do, it's linked to the productivity. So you do the same thing in shorter time, you do in a faster, quicker, and quality. That's the time management actually saying. So that brings the question of that is to think about time management is not about managing time, but about managing self. So you are not actually managing any time, you are managing yourself to do the things that you want to achieve. So you're managing yourself to do some given task, or your task is select. This is how we understand the time management. Even though we say time management, actually managing yourself. If you look at the history as well, this picture was taken in Italy, Pompeii, where people were burned in the volcanic ash. In those times, first generation people used to think about the time management, notes and checklist, making list of the things, making notes, and okay, this is the thing I need to do. And the second generation, which it came, people started putting those times in calendars and making appointments, then managing that way. And third generation people about the current time management, which is how we do it using electronic devices, and you are also meeting people as well and going in the conference, attending things. The new way of fourth generation, which is we see in the future, and many people started this, is managing self. That's the fourth generation future of the time management. So it's not about managing actually task. It's not about managing about the calendars. It's not about doing the task through those checklists, through those calendars, through those iPads or devices. It's about managing yourself. So how you manage effectively, then here we'll be achieving. So it's more fragile way of managing time we are in. So what to actually manage is yourself, managing yourself to achieve your highest productivity in your life. So that brings us to the time managing task then. So what is it? What is the task management, or are we managing the task? There are particularly two principles, or rather than two principles, and I would say laws as well. I have only picked two. One is a Pareto principle, which is about the significant elements of a set usually consider a relatively small percentage of the total elements. Have you heard about the 2080 principles, which is Pareto principle, where we think about most of the time, if you think 80% of your time is consumed to complete 20% of your task, and 80% complaints you get most of the time from 20% of people. What is Pareto principle is, it may not be exactly 20 and 80%, but relatively 70 to 30, within 70 to 30% it falls. I checked my data of the people how many people I call. When I looked at it, I found 80% calls I do mostly to the 20% of people I am in touch. So most of the complaints I get, 80% complaints I get in my workplace is from 20% of people. If I fix that 20% of people, then I can resolve 80% of the problem immediately, easily. This is 80-20 rule. And it is mainly about if you have got those frequently coming issues or problems, what you can do is systematize it. If you systematize it, anytime you hear those issues or problems, then you systematize, so you don't need to spend a lot of time. So that's how you can solve the one problem. Another is about Murphy's law. Murphy's law is nothing is simple as it seems. I teach students, and when I teach them, I feel like, oh, this is the same topic I'm teaching again. It shouldn't be a problem. When you actually go to the classroom, it's not as simple as it seems, so it will be easy to teach. Even the attending any sessions or traveling anywhere, everything will be a little bit complex than what we initially think. So you spend a little bit more time, be a little bit more cautious than you usually do. So what that means is taking simple means it will take longer time. So give some extra, a little bit calculation for extra time to anything you do. This is how these two principles and laws mean to. So one is anything happens regularly, make it systematic. Make it systematic so you don't spend too much time on them. And the second is anything you plan for, give a little bit extra time, which may take extra time, as Murphy says. So when you think about the multitasking, most of the time we go for the multitasking. There's different rules and different thoughts about multitasking. Men often they are not very good at multitasking. However, females are found multitasking very effective. They can do multiple tasks at the same time. It's a good thing and bad thing, both of them. Let's look at the effective. If you are multitasking, you are effective time manager. So if you are not, this is the if you are not multitasking, you will have the increased focus, improved work quality, and more free time you can have, and better control you have. If you have got the time you poorly managed, you will miss the deadlines. Your stress will be increased and reduced productivity or imbalanced life. So managing time, if you are poorly managing time and effectively managing time, some people they find it multitasking so many at once, so they will have more free time. But actually, multitasking is found not effective time management. It is found is poor time management. But this is entirely some case by case. In general, if you are doing multitasking, you may not have the better focus in one task, so your quality may not be as expected. Expected. So you need to have the more effective time management than ineffective or poor time management. So okay, now I want to talk about how to manage how you need to manage your task with the organizational or in the individual cases. So I have designed this this chart now. So I say plan, execution, review time, the line. So you start from planning. So about your vision, what you actually is a vision of your life, what you want to achieve, what do you want to achieve in your life, and what are the goals and what are your plans to achieve in your life. Then when it comes to the execution, decide what are the things you'll do and decide them, make the decision and act and share this, communicate. Sharing is here is about the communicating with yourself and with colleagues and your very close people, and review whatever you want to achieve, what you did good and what you didn't go well, and what is the things will improve in the future. So this is your managing individual time, about not about not about your time itself, but about what you really want to achieve in your life. That's the vision you need to have. To manage that, okay, I want to be a doctor in, I want to be a very successful doctor in my life. So it is your very successful doctor in your life, and what are the goals and what are the plans you'll have, and what are the activities you will decide on within that. Okay, I'll study this year, I'll make the plans and list of the things we'll be doing, and share that to your very close people. For example, your parents who are helping you, they need to make it very clear to them, I'm achieving this, and every time you review it, whatever you planned, whatever vision you had, did that go well? If not, and so which one didn't go well? If they're both, you did have, everything went well, so what next? And the next time what we'll do? If something didn't go well, then what was the impact and how you will sort it out in the next time? Then this comes to with the organization. When it comes to the organization, then you need to think about finding the match. Most of the situation, what happens is we revolve around the organization's tasks, but we forget about ourselves. So, okay, we forget about ourselves. So actually, I go back here. So, okay, what you need to have is you have to have your own vision. Then if you have got your vision clear, you decide what to need to do, and every time you look at it and review it, then you go to the next stage. Then in here you will evaluate the organization. In here, what you are looking at is the organization first. So organization vision, does that fit with your vision? If that doesn't fit with your vision, if your vision, what you want to achieve in the organization, what you want to achieve in your life, and what the organization's vision that will help you or not, based on that, you may not want to work with organizations that will not support support what you want to achieve in your life. So it's not about you revolve around the organization. It is about you revolved within your vision and find and match. Anything matches that, grab it, but don't go around there revolving around them. So whatever you want to achieve, you need to have the focus there. Then whatever the matching, think about the future. Whether your future is within the organization. If you go think about the vision, goals, and plans of the organization, will that fit with your future? What you want to achieve in the future, will that organization give you? Whatever you want to achieve in the future, will that family will get it? What about your work? Is this the work you want to do? So these are the three things you compare with this. Then finally, about the output, what the organization's vision, your future, will that be your output? What about your input? What will you input for to achieve your output, and what are the processes you will involve? I think this one is to Emma-line and Pearl-line. These two are the two different world we will live in. One Emma-line lives when evaluate, match, and act line is about your organization. Think about organizations where you want to go. And the per line is about your line, what you actually want to achieve, whether these two lines are matching or not. If they don't match, you do not have to go to the organization. Don't go to the organization that does not match. You need to revolve around your style. So in here, you are there. So we say work-life balance, but in fact, it's not about work-life balance. It's a work-family life balance. So you are there and family is there. You have got your own vision and you have got family. They have got their vision. Most of the situations provided that these two match more and maybe very so many the area maybe a lot of overlapping, but I made it small just in case you have got something and family is not a lot. An organization have something, so their values. Only the thing area in your life, only this area is the one actually matches your organizations and families and yourself. What does not really match is the rest of the whole area that actually doesn't match. So what you need to do is find out what you want to achieve in your life and the second is about what you find within your family, you and family, what is matching there. Then organizing families, you even organization family, they have got different demands which you may not in many situations may not be able to address. Where is the you family and organization is a balance there, which is balance is so difficult. What will have impact on you if it's not balanced well? What will the impact is? You'll have the stress in your life. So you're living in stress even though you say, okay, I'm happy, I'm doing well, but where you are living in the stress, if these all are not balanced well. So prioritizing time and task is the clear, this is the something we need to work on. Many situations, this is the area I want to focus in time management or task management. It is divided into all the tasks, anything we do, divided into urgent and not urgent, and also about these tasks are important or not important. Let's look at this figure now. So anything urgent, anything important, I label this as a crisis. These are the pressing issues, deadline-driven projects, and most of the situations they are externally driven. External people are affecting it. External thing happens, or something it is not in your control. These are the things we need to address, obviously. But anything within you created this is not a good thing to do. So anything urgent and important, that's you are in a crisis, so you must address it anyway. But most of the situation, what there should be is external, not yourself, not you did not create it yourself. Then second comes is that they are urgent but not important. They will interrupt you, but I will not, if it's not urgent, it is not important. It is urgent but not important. So provide I'm not focusing too much into it. As soon as you see any issue, as soon as you see something, then you think about whether it is urgent and important or urgent but not important. Think about it. Then third one go to is it is not urgent and not important. If it is not urgent, not important, these are the things probably the time wasters. If you are too much involved into these, so you are spending a lot of time for nothing. You're wasting your time. So if it is not giving something back to you, and also and you're taking some time. Final one is about the not urgent but the important. This is the area you need to focus on. So for example, if you are studying, you have got the assignment or the exam coming in 2 months. So it is not urgent, but doing the exam is important. So what you need to do is plan in advance, plan it, and gradually do every day. When as soon as you get time, it is important thing, even though it is not urgent now. So do it now. Do it now, gradually build it so you can at the end, towards the end of the deadline, you'll complete it. If you don't address this in not if you don't address now, gradually, what will become is it will become turned into urgent later. So you will have the crisis. What that crisis means, I went back to the figure I was showing you, family, work, and your individuals. You will be in the crisis level. You will have the stress, and you will mentally burnt out, or you will burnt out. So anything comes to this box, only thing you should have is the external factors, but not, you did not create anything to come to this box. So I repeat it again. So anything, it is not urgent. What is important, start doing it now. Don't procrastinate anything for the. Don't procrastinate anything you have to do. Gradually, do it gradually. So it will become, if you don't address it in time, it will become crisis where the stress and many people suffer. The mental health, all the issues come here is because you did not address important thing in a good time until it was not urgent. So this will come to the urgent, then everything will be so difficult. These ones I would reduce as much as possible. So it is not important, not urgent, so I'll reduce it as much as possible. What I'll be focusing on is the prevention. So you preventing the issues, you are doing in advance, and you are kind of proactive person, so you will be sorting out the issues. In these ones, sometimes you'll feel like interruption is about urgent but not important. You feel like emotional, something is happening on the road, something is happening there, but even though it's not important, you feel like, okay, this is urgent, I can add value. This one is something you reduce it. This one is something you do not waste. This is something you need to address, but minimize it. Something you are not creating yourself, only the external factors. This is the zone you are living all the time. So you are not stressed, but you are planning, proactive, and important thing doing gradually. At this point, I'd like to ask a question. Do you have any questions? The question is, don't know. Any questions? Any questions? Do you have any questions? If not, I'll continue. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions? No? Okay. I can see no. Okay. At least I can see one response now. I move ahead then. So you have got the QR code already. In the QR code, okay. Okay. Now using this, there's some sentences there, 10 options here. The case was okay, still present. I don't know why it is not allowing me. The case here is I display here for some time. So is the marketing director of MCB Bank. Prioritize the following tasks. There are 10 tasks you need to think about. Invitation from general manager for a lunch, a 1 hour. The different time, how long it may take. The hour is in terms of hour, the time, how much time you will spend. That 10 tasks. What you need to do now is thinking about the, okay, I think I can do. Okay. Now thinking about the tasks as a managing director, can you please Yeah. Can you please rank them? And I want to see who will be saying which one is more important. Top one will be first. That's more important. And the second is second, third is the least important is at the end. Also. Are you getting on with this? Okay. So what you need to do is you select which ones are important, click them, and you can move them up and down and submit. Yeah. Thinking about the position is as a you think about your position is so okay. Some more I'll go then. Yeah. I'll take one more minimum, then we'll go to the next, let's see, page. Okay. You may have already realized that so many points may not, even though these are the I made up based on the what happens in our life. So we have got family, we have got friends, we have got work, and also some of them that directly related to today. Some are taking long time, some are taking short, some are not directly related to my work, but we in the same company, but it is something slightly different. But in the long term, that relationship will actually be needed to have. For example, CSR in ninth number, we can see invitation for interaction program on CSR. Corporate social responsibility is really good to have the public because you as a marketing person, you need to have it. General manager asking for lunch. In having meeting with general manager is definitely a good thing because for the long run. executive board's meeting is also central, and central bank, because you are a bank, you are working in a bank, and a central bank has invited sorry, this for sales strategy, but LC strategy is the sales strategy. They're asking for the sales strategy for the central bank. So, I mean, so many things here. What we can see is the stress within yourself, what you can do, what the family demands are, what your friends' demands are, and what the organization demands are. Within the organization as well, some of the one are operational one, some of the ones are the strategic one. So this is really difficult to manage. So how will you manage this point is by thinking about your own goal, what you want to achieve in your life, what are your goals in your life. That will help you to decide, okay, this is the one something it's not urgent for me, this is not important for me. Then you can group them into 4 different boxes, those 4 different boxes. Then okay, this urgent one, the urgent spouse is seeking support to go to hospital. Probably this is the very urgent, which is not in your hand. You need to address it. When you address that, probably something you will be missing. So in here, you need to make it very clear, thinking about this this chart here. Thinking about this chart here, which one is will put on the first, the urgent box, which one is not urgent, or this red box there, mix up of these, and anything you can reduce from here, then you reduce it. Otherwise, you'll have a lot of stress. Anything into this box is stressful, which I can see. Thinking about your wife and your spouse, and you need to go hospital, and there may be not only your spouse, there may be kids later from school, or something will happen from your parents, or some demands from parents, family, other members will have issues. So thinking about the answer you have given, and thinking about the prioritizing task is not easy task. It's so difficult. Where to focus is so always a difficult thing. 56, I don't know. Now this one is, I want you complete it. It starts from midnight and completes to midnight. So thinking about Monday, only write down, for example, if you are sleeping, you start sleeping on Sunday night around 20, and from here and going to up to 7 o'clock in the morning, just cross the line and write down sleeping. And you wake up and do something in the wake up. Probably that will be most of the day, other than Friday, Saturday, which day you are off. The official you are not, you don't have to go to office. Then rest of them, what you do actually 8 to 9, think about it and complete. So 8 to 9 you are eating, then 9 to 10 you are probably traveling to office. If you work, or the college, and what you do actually, how many hours you do, then we can calculate the time. Actually, if you are a student, how many hours actually you are studying. If you are working in the office, how many actually hours you are working for the office. So the time is still us. You'll find out what to do if you write in the micro level. Or micro level means very, very details. You'll find out the areas you're missing time, or you're wasting time. Then revise it. If anything, you need to reduce the task, or you need to put more time for something else. Or maybe waking up half an hour early, maybe you may finish some of the tasks you have not finished. Or you are not sleeping enough. You by sleeping more, you probably could be more effective and productive than waking up early and half sleep whole day, not very fresh whole day. I don't know, the time is usually used to be just 1 hour, then it will be cut off. It will be something like that here, or you have got more time. Have you got any more time, or this is, I'll not take too long, but Manur? Looks like some of you. Okay. I don't know, you can still hear me, but you still, hope you can
Yes, sir,
see.
you may continue.
Oh, okay. I'll not take too long, but yeah. So going back to this point. Back to this point, this is really important. That's one of the reasons I asked you to have the pen and paper. If you have got pen and paper, can you please complete and share how many actually hours you are, if you are office worker, how many hours actually you are working. So even if you go to the office, for example, every day 9 to 5, probably just cross 9 to 5 every day in office. And then you can think within the office as well, what actually do you go for a coffee break, and do you go for tea break, or you may go walk a bit. These are the things also. Write it down. Just a crossing line, for example, here starting, if you sleep at 10, so I'll start crossing from here in up to there, or in this line, so up to 6 o'clock I'll cross it and sleep. Right, don't sleep. If you wake up early, then cross that up to that point and write some task you do, anything you do. Shall I give you 3 minutes to complete it, and you want to share?
So can you repeat your
So
question?
yeah, what you need to do is using this time, the 24/7 timesheet. What you need to
Okay.
do is what you do every hour of the day. For example, if you go to bed at 10 o'clock, from here, cross line, up to what time do you get up? 6 o'clock, starting from the line here and up to 6 o'clock, write down sleep. 6 to 7, for example, you wake up, do meditation or yoga, or go running, or do fresh, you go have shower, then whatever you do, you cross that. And 7 to 8, probably eating or preparing food, or preparing your kids, your children for their school, or your spouse, preparing something for your spouse or yourself, something, whatever do you, in hour by hour, what you do, write it down. Is this every week the same thing, or you do different things in different days? I think it's clear. Is
Yes,
this?
sir.
Thank you. So I time it for 3 minutes at least. Yeah, at least for a couple of boxes, at least 1 day or 2 days you finish. Then we'll see. I'll ask you your feedback about it. Is there anywhere you can change time or task? one more minute, then I'll ask you for some thoughts to share.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, you finished?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yes.
Sir, meanwhile, the participants are filling the boxes. We will take some question answer session.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
These are questions from YouTube. The first question is, sir, I want to do many things in my life along with studies, but I can't manage my time due to distraction of social media. Kindly suggest me something.
Okay. So I think this is I think we will. Okay. Before that, picking that question, have you done any of these to do the text? These time stealers completed. In this here, I was expecting to write something using social media 7 to 8. For example, if you are using watching video or movie, going to movie on Sunday, that would have been easier to answer that question. But I'll go for the questions now. Then I'll finish this off. Then I'll go for the question. Is that okay? I'll take all the questions. So time is infinite, but is limited for us. Making decisions in difficult time is challenging, but what you need to do is make a rational decision where possible. So now I close this and open your. Oh, I did it. Okay. Now please go for the questions. Yeah. So you have got so many things to do. Can you repeat the question? You have got many things to do, but you cannot.
Okay. I have many things to do in my life along with studies, but I can't manage my time due to distraction of social media. Kindly suggest something.
Okay, this is I think this is, I don't have a magic word for this, but social media users then can be divided into some of them, they're born in the social media, some are the visitors of social media. Something you need to, if you realize this social media is taking a lot of your time, I think the solution is in your hand particularly. So you need to stop using them. I don't really have the tricks how you can stop it. But if you, as I was showing the graph here, I don't know, it will, okay. If the graph here, can you see the graph again? This one. What you need to do here is something is, it is not urgent and it is not important, you reduce it. How you can reduce it? Probably one day watching less, tomorrow something else, I mean reducing more, and also focusing on the area where something is important but you have not started doing it. That's focusing on this area. From here, anything from this box, if you start moving to that box, then you will be doing the things in advance. I mean, within a lot before the deadline, you have got the deadline. But I don't have the direct answer to that question. What is the magic thing to stop using social media? Sorry, I couldn't really answer that, but it's just thinking, understanding this first. Probably you will realize, okay, you can actually need to go to the being proactive and going to moving that box.
Okay, thank you for clarifying, sir. The second question is somewhat related, the same similar. The question is, how can we decide what tasks are more important in busy schedule?
Okay, what are the important things in your schedule?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is again, if I go back to this graph, what you need to have is you need to have a clarity of what you want to achieve in your life. This is your in managing individual time. So what you want to achieve in your life, what are the goals and what are the plans to achieve your life goals? Then based on that, decide the actions the actions will take. For example, if I want to be a professor in the university, this my I want to be very popular in university. Popular, my goal is to be a professor in my life. So my plan is to PhD and do this. So when you decide this, whether these when it comes to the execution, actually, okay, I'll decide from these steps now, and I will start from these publishing articles, meeting people, and I will share that, communicate that to the people, my family, friends, and okay, my family, okay, I'm doing this now, but my end of the year, I'll achieve this. After a year, okay, what actually did work for me and what actually didn't work? So how can I improve my vision to achieve I want to be in my life? Then what did work and what didn't work and what I can do next? Then when it comes to the organization, going to the job or doing any courses, whether with that course, if I, for example, I want to be a professor, but I also wanted to I want to go to an organization where there is no teaching involved, there is no research involved, then my professorship will not work. So I'll be looking for the organization which has got the uh, research activities, which has got the teaching activities, which has got something publication activities. So I'll be going to those organization or try find those organization and think about the goals, the organization goals, whether they are matching with my goals and my plans. So think about rather than revolving around the organizations, what you need to revolve is your own goals of your life. Then you match what is important for you, what is not important for you, and what you can take on board and what you don't really want to do, or to take the organization or don't want to work with the organization. I think these two figures is mostly about understanding yourself first. Based on that, you'll find an organization that works for you. Organization is not just about your working organization. It could be about your the school, about your the university or any training center, or could be work, anything you spend time. Think about your influence, think about the influence the organization will have on you, influence on the organization to wider people. Will that have the connection with what I want to achieve in life, what I want to achieve in my life, and what is the organizations achieving in their um, in their future? If that is matching, then you need to fit into it. I think the answer somehow this answer somehow answers your question query.
Thank you so much, sir. That was very helpful. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is, what is your suggestion to manage our time? Like how much time for sleeping, for study, for other things to manage timetable effectively?
That's a really interesting question, but I'm not really good at how many hours you need to sleep. Recommended hours are 8 hours. Sometimes I only sleep 3 hours and I am so fresh and so energetic. Wake up and can do. Some of the days I sleep for 7, 8 hours, but it's still not very effective. So what you can do is you can try sleeping early, waking up early, and sleeping late, waking up late, or sleeping short. You can figure out after doing few times. Then, for example, I used to wake up early in the morning. Now later realize I'm a lot of productive at night. So nowadays I sleep very late. but also wake up a bit late. So that works for me. But so my brother, he sleeps very early and wakes up early and he can finish it. So individual differences, but what you need to do is try different ways couple of times. Then when your sleep is deep, so that time you sleep. So you'll be shorter sleeping time. You still have a lot of effective and productive. So, but this is again individual cases of each individual. I don't have particularly recommendation how many hours they need to sleep, but it depends on individual and how deep you sleep. That will have the impact on your effectiveness and productivity. I think because I'm not the health person, so my answers may not be really good in that sense, because you have got quite a high psychology, medicine, hospital area you are from. Probably these are the questions probably I need to ask you. You may know better than me, to be honest.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, sir.
Yeah.
I guess there's no other question in YouTube.
Okay, thank you. Thank you then so much. It is so nice to catch up. I don't know how at the beginning there's a hiccups and I couldn't have to go out, come back, and also the screen the other screen didn't work. So how effective it was, I don't know. But thank you very much once again for the this opportunity. Time management is about more about the art how you manage rather than the solid answers we often try to find. This more individual case, and you figure out after trying different.
Sir, sorry for interrupting you. Actually, I want to ask a question from
Yeah,
Zoom.
yeah.
How can I balance my studies and personal life through time management techniques?
This is again, if I go back to the point here. So you have got personal life, and you have got your future, what you want to achieve. If think about what you want to achieve, and you think about if you have got the studies, you have got the assignment. I give you an example of my when I was doing PhD. When you see many people doing PhD, they do spend too much time in studying, but they caught up with all the family relationships. They don't attend anybody's wedding, or they don't attend any of the birthdays of any people. What I used to do is I would say I was very much proactive. So I attended all of them. But what I was doing was always doing something for that I needed in the future. So I'm not stopping anything, but when I get the time or when I have got something to spend there, so I'm focusing on the task, what I needed to achieve in 3 years' time. So starting what you needed to do by the end of the year. For example, these are the exams I need to prepare for the end of the exam. So start preparing for it, not just today. After the end of the course, what are the coursework you need to submit? What are the exams you need to attend? Think about them and plan from there backward, not from here to the end, what you will be achieving at the final product. So what will be the answer? What will be the exam you're giving? Based on that, how many days you needed to prepare, how many days you needed to do this, how many days. So if you start from the backward, not the front, think about the final day you will be submitting assignment. From there, back. Okay, this is I need to do every day, rather than I do this today and next day, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow. That will be so difficult. I actually found one managing time. There was a video. Procrastination. There is a video. This is 15 minutes long video. What I'll do is, can you play the video there?
Okay, sir, I will watch it later.
Yeah, I have sent the link here. So it
Okay.
tells you how to manage time. This is funny, but it tells you how to balance these all. The advice it gives, it doesn't give advice the way we like, but okay. The
Okay, sir.
advice it mainly gives is being proactive, and like I mentioned before, being proactive and doing the task regularly is the solution for anything you want to do. But working backward, not forward, working backward. Final product, what I want to achieve. For example, some of the students, they write the dissertation with me and say, oh, I couldn't finish it. If you couldn't finish it, your submission deadline is this 30th of October, let's say. Okay, 31st, you buy the ticket for some holiday. So have something, plan something. So you have got the pressure to submit by 30. Otherwise, you will go on and on and on, and you will continue working on it. So backward from have the fixed time what you will be, have the final product, and come backward and plan accordingly. There's a video I have sent the link. You may laugh, and also is a simple English, and also is gives some how something goes in our mind about managing time.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Okay. I think it's most of you have gone already.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your time, for
Yeah,
your words. It
you're
means a
most
lot.
welcome. Okay, thank you then. Thank you. Have a good time. So by then, okay, looks like thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So great. Okay, see you later then. Thank you once again for inviting me. I enjoyed the time. Thank you. Bye now.
Bye, sir.
Bye.